Oh, hello everybody. It's me, Chris Smith. I'm here on June 7th, and I haven't appeared in front of you in, well, a couple of weeks because we last appeared on May 22nd, and I was going to do a big build-up for what would have been the Tony Awards season that, of course, was interrupted by the stupid pandemic, and there's so much to celebrate in June. There's the Tony Awards. There's my mother's birthday. Um, my mother Betty is celebrating her 92nd birthday today. Here's a picture of me and Betty in earlier times when we could be together before the stupid pandemic. And yeah, there's Gay Pride this month. There's so many things. And today is also the 6-month anniversary since me and my roommate Marco got Blackie Humphrey Gladstone III. So we're very happy that Blackie has been living with us for 6 whole months today, June 7th. But of course, after the tragic murder of George Floyd on May 25th, I just did not feel like posting or think it was appropriate to post anything involving theater, puppets, little dogs, anything. And then all the protests started. And I would have loved to have gone out and done a peaceful protest with everybody, but I'm still so afraid because of the pandemic. Because, as you know, it's still going on out there. And I have a roommate who has asthma, and I have friends who have health problems. And I'm like, what if I got something by going out, even with my face mask on? So I'm supporting everybody during the Black Lives Matter marches and everything and the peaceful protest from afar. And then hopefully soon I can go out and join a peaceful protest. But this has all been very upsetting between the pandemic and then the murder by those awful police officers. And mind you, not all police officers are bad, but those certainly were. And I'm glad they've been captured and, or haven't been arrested. But, so anyway, Blackie and I just took a couple of weeks off, and we've just been hanging out together. And this poor little dog, I'm so sorry. He's been a comfort during all of it. And so today would have been, of course, well, it is my mother's 92nd birthday. And I'm sorry, this camera's so wobbly. I have it sitting on a hassock, which is sitting on my bed. And so whenever I move, it's like blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so, and I'm having a little drink with my playbill glasses that my friend Ray gave me a few years ago. I always want to have a Tony party on, in early June. And something always happens that interrupts it. I'm either out of town or nobody's available or something. So I never get to have my Tony parties with these glasses filled with cocktails. Oh, delicious. But now I'm having some vodka and 7. Well, really, it's Sprite. It's not officially vodka 7 because it's vodka Sprite. But I did have a lovely Zoom talk with my mother and my brother Jim and my sister Jeanette and my sister-in-law Cindy. I'm afraid I was a little rambunctious, and I kept grabbing the little dog and making him appear, and puppets were appearing, my golden microphone. And look, I have on my Broadway shirt, even though we're not celebrating Broadway tonight because the Tony Awards didn't happen because of the pandemic. And then they were going to do like a streaming Tony thing, and they postponed it because in support of the Black Lives Matters thing, because I guess it just didn't seem like a good week for celebration when so many people are out protesting for rights, human rights of people that should be guaranteed, but still aren't to this day. I'll never understand this world. But, so anyway, That's where we're at today. We're just sort of having a little sad, reflective day about the state of the world, the pandemic, the protests, and what of the looting. I finally went out last week and joined my friend Gio while we were working on Roads to Keystone, some new episodes where I play Father Finnegan, and right in the middle of it, there were helicopters overhead and there was looting nearby. Well, we didn't know what it was for because we just heard helicopters, and then when we didn't hear helicopters, we would hurry and do a scene. And then, of course, I started getting all these texts and phone calls and stuff. I had my phone on quiet, on mute because of the filming. And then later I checked, and there is a curfew in effect because of the looting around Melrose and Fairfax, and I was just a few blocks from there. So we started smelling smoke, we hear explosions, but I can't leave because of all the looting and the curfew. So I had to spend the night there, and we just stayed up all night filming. But anyway, yes, so on this Tony Day, I'm just thinking of all the shows that would have been nominated. Here are some of them. Scrolling by. Z Company and Diana and Girl from the North Country and Jagged Little Pill and The Lightning Thief and so many plays and Mrs. Doubtfire, Moulin Rouge and Laura Linney there and Sing Street. Some of these things didn't open. Six, Slave Play, A Soldier's Play, Tina, the Tina Turner Story, West Side Story. So many things. They were either in previews on the Broadway and didn't get a chance to open because of the pandemic, or, they had opened, but the Tony Awards need their voters to go and see these shows, so they can't very well have the Tonys. So I'm all sad about it. And CBS is showing a Grease sing-along tonight, which Michelle is coming over, and we're going to watch that. And of course, I have on my Broadway shirt, and I have my Playbill glass filled with vodka. So we're celebrating that. Delicious. But we're very sad by the state of the world, and we want to join in the protest and add our support, but we're afraid to go out because of the COVID. And is it because they want us to be afraid and they want us to stay inside so the New World Order can take over? Or is it just real? I mean, I think it's real, of course. I'm not going to do conspiracy theories here because that's not what this show is about. But anyway, happy birthday to my mother, 92. Happy Tony Day, even though it's not happening. And happy Grease Sing-Along Day. Oh, and happy 6-month anniversary to Blackie, who's been a joy during all this time. Blackie Humphrey Gladstone III. Okay, I'll talk to you all later, and we'll talk more about all this stuff soon. Okay, goodbye, my friends.